Welcome back, YouTube, to the holistic dining room table. As you guys may know, we have retreated from the spiritual ignorance of TikTok, okay? And just overall general, due to the shortened attention span of our friends over at TikTok, for the next welcome Becca as an Instagram viewer. As I was saying, we are now on Instagram for the next 6 days for talking about fasting. If you're wondering, Becca, this is why I am not doing a TikTok live stream at the moment. After a 7-day streak of fasting, I finally got lost access for talking about one of the methods that we will be discussing here relentlessly, which is, yes, Becca, that is fasting. And although I was not on a actual fast at all, because as you can see here, this is a honeydew watermelon juice I offer you, Becca Ray, to be visually stimulated / inspired by, to know that, yes, again, I sat here for, well, this one was faster because melons are faster and more nutritious, excuse me. So, Becca Ray, if you're just getting into juicing, this is a honeydew melon. Yes, a liquid fast. Welcome, Ruby. So, Ruby and Becca, as you know, right now I am semi-addressing the YouTube. As I move along here, I will address your points. However, Becca, since we were just discussing, look, yes, I did lose my TikTok live access, Ruby. If that is where I picked you up from the ether webs, if that is where I rescued your tortured soul or not, I'm not sure where I came into your life, Ruby, but if you are from TikTok, then that is why I dive into the TikTok algorithms for people like Ruby and Becca. I'm either of y'all. I don't know how, because I have been posting on all platforms, but obviously the most successful one being the TikTok, so I assume you are both from there. Sorry. So, anyway, as I was saying, all three of you, including the YouTube here. Okay, so look, I lost my access on TikTok Live for discussing liquid fasting, such I'm doing right now on day, well, I am on day 8 now, entering into day 9, I believe. I will have to double check, maybe possibly going into day 8. Let me double check here. Regardless, that one mention, and my access live was terminated. So, 6 days until restoration, which we are restoring. Okay, so let's restore out of just for what has happened the past 2 weeks that I honestly was not prepared for. I don't know if you guys have been on TikTok before or if that was normal, what anybody has experienced, but granted, I do granted the mysterious food matrix title / me challenging the entire structure which keeps us enslaved as humanity is it's a slightly triggering topic, and we have one of our commanders here. So look, welcome, Pretty in Pink, as always. As you sit here and take in the conversation, Pretty in Pink, just know that first and foremost, this will be the YouTube audience is who I'm addressing, and as I banter along with the three of you that are in here, hello, and thank you again for your continued support or your support. The presence is enough. I was just playing with the subscription rule, so the fact that you actually did was I mean, look, $1 every month is going to go to every effort towards the message, regardless. As I have said, Pretty in Pink, I don't think you would have done that. If you don't know already, I wouldn't be here for the next 3 years because obviously, excuse me, I will, and I have. So that will go every single way. And I didn't mean to like make it seem like I was just TikTok takes half. That's why I laughed, because what? Anyway, let me address Becca's comment. She said for the YouTube, they can ban you from going live here promoting unhealthy eating. They did that for me, although mine was from the opposite side of the scale as you. Okay, Becca, right, look. Abby just showed me an account where there was a couple who spent a few years, you may or may not have seen them, millions of views, by the way. You are, okay, we are, there's a mirror. Look, thank you. Oh my gosh. Look, as I was saying, I was flattered and maybe thrown off a little bit. So, however, look, Abby referred me to a, sorry everyone. I appreciate every positive comment, because there has been a lot of, as you know, madness. So again, thank you, Pretty in Pink. So, Abby referred me to an account, guys. Look. This couple, and I will be reposting some of their videos while I have no live access because I need to trigger the NPCs. Okay. However, this account has millions of views, and I'm not mad at them whatsoever. They are allowed to be here just like we are. However, they are not banned for becoming obese over a long period of time of enjoying all of the food matrix pleasures that the United States has to offer us, and they have gained massive support with no mention of unhealthy or attacks like I have and my partner have on a daily, consistent basis, which is why the Food Matrix Jedi has arrived. Finally. Where have I been? We don't know, but I have been training, obviously, for this moment in time. The holistic message is already, okay, everyone? Obviously, TikTok. Look, to be fair, there are a lot of YouTubers in here, guys, that I have reached from the TikTok, so I will make another effort again to gracefully slay the parasites as I light my saber for the rest of you in return, because you will be facing some discrimination. Look, this drink alone, if I had brought it into an establishment that I used to work at, that alone is enough to make someone's head explode. Okay, so let's understand what we are dealing with here. Okay, look everyone, that is a trigger from a parasitic entity that will be eliminated by this lifestyle. So again, right now, while I am not doing live streams, by the way, I will be destroying trolls ruthlessly on every single post so they know who and what they are dealing with. And guess what, everyone? Guess what? I have immediately received 2 blocks upon giving 2 seconds of my very, very precious attention. They could not keep up and blocked me. So look, I will again spiritually snipe you and expose you for the ignorance. Oh my gosh, and invite you to the OnlyMan619 page to expose you right now, actually. But first, I forgot her name, Omadara. I will get to you, Omadara. I remember what you tried to do. So again, I will expose you for what you are here on YouTube for us all educated people. Not to say that you aren't in your field, however, you do need to open your mind, Omadara, and you will be exposed for what you are for trying to come onto the Spiritual Snipers page when I have the advantage in this situation, in this realm, okay? I don't come onto your page or anyone's and say any negative attacks or energy whatsoever. And if you do, and you have Omadara, well, welcome to the spiritual cyber crosshair event that you will experience. After I get to Scott Watkins, look, Scott Watkins, although this was not a question, I will address positive messages because that is another side to the coin. Look, we are all going to experience anger, negativity, which will be expressed as a reflection of what we are dealing with. That is my authentic way. If you have another way, please feel free to add to the holistic table, but I will use my telepathic abilities. Not only that, but my abrasive character to defend this message. And as I said before, spiritually snipe every single troll. Scott, look, I don't know how I got derailed onto that. Oh, right. I believe that we need both sides, so you have contributed some positivity. I will work on, this is what this is for. Look, this is, guys, look, it is a counter of what I have received, and I will try to calm down as I address the one of you left, because I have scared 2 people out, apparently, because, look, guys, I do need to, calm down when it does come to that energy, and I'm addressing that as we go on. So Scott Watkins says, just wanted to let you know, really enjoying your streams and the messages you're trying, he says, to get through to people, okay? Look, Scott, I think this message being downloaded over the period of 3 years, look, is going to be good, but I believe the wave after will be more significant, okay? And welcome to those who have just joined. I have the comments on pause. I'm addressing my YouTube channel. I'm not sure who's in here. I was addressing Scott Watkins. Okay. By the way, if you direct message me a question, I will message it here. So look, Scott. Also for you, Scott, I will dive into what I see based off your profile here. You do have an open mind, okay? A very open mind, Scott. Okay, so look. If you want to advance in the cause we are pushing here, Scott, let me see how you could assist us further. Yeah, I believe you are on your way if you implement some of the strategies here and work on whatever you feel is holding you back personally. I don't know, Scott. Okay, Scott Watkins. So again, for the message, this will be rebroadcast after this stream, guys. So it's part of the ongoing Fruitarian Diaries / Food Matrix series, if you will. Okay, so let me carry on with, and I believe I have a few more messages. While I am addressing those, I will see. Look, can I make another account? She says, how many followers do you need to go live on TikTok? Let me Google it. I do want YouTube to be my main. However, I do need a draw from TikTok, which I do have the generator to do. Look, I am a generator of attention, and TikTok is a place I can generate much attention in a very short time, given I communicate more effectively. So let me Google into what Pretty in Pink has said. Can I make another TikTok? So let's see. How many followers do I need to go live on TikTok? Okay. I believe it's 1,000. Could be wrong. I'm working on a backup account. Yes, it is 1,000. Okay, I have a backup account that has 0 followers, so maybe I should start to work. Look, I will be live on YouTube tonight. This one is being rebroadcast. Look, the live streaming app on YouTube has given me 4 hours and 26 minutes until I can begin to live stream for the first time for some reason. So I will be at the Holistic Dining Room table on YouTube tonight. Okay. Yes, 4 hours, 26 minutes pending. Pretty in Pink, may I ask you one question while you are still in here, please? Look, have you experienced the YouTube lives for yourself? And are they similar to the TikTok? Because Instagram will only, there is no draw. I only have access to the limited followers that I do have. And if you don't know, I will find out for myself now, as you gathered. Okay. I will check. So let's see. Does YouTube live... I don't know how to word that question. Or if I worded it to you right, that's probably why you're not responding. So, 1 second. Does YouTube live have a... Okay, well, that's why I am rebroadcasting them onto the YouTubes, and there are 4 or 5 episodes on there now that you can see where this is happening, and I am evaluating people's... Look, I will get back to that question that I had, and this is what I'm doing for the viewers who have messaged me. So this episode, Pretty in Pink, will be rebroadcast. It's being recorded, obviously, now, so that is what will happen over the next 3 years. That is what you have contributed to personally, although it was already going to happen, as you know. As you know, okay. So I will carry on with what the work is. Thank you. Yes, Becca. Yes, Becca, Pretty in Pink. You're my 61 followers. So look, the YouTube is steadily growing. The YouTube is growing every day. Also, you all. Oh, she has left, and Becca, you already know this, but yes, Becca, I do need a shout out. So let me address. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the 2 people in my Instagram feed. Look, let me get back to the questions. There were a few questions today. Jeez. Look, Victoria Henson, 35. Okay. Look, you reached out to me, and look, you are already very, very far along. So your question about the telepathic abilities, okay? Your question about the telepathic abilities, Victoria, look. You asked, when did I start to tap into my telepathic abilities? So let me start right here. As a child, as a very, very young child, 2 or 3 years old is when I personally experienced my telepathic abilities, probably earlier, since the womb. However, I do not remember past a certain point to an extent. Maybe. Honestly, I believe we have always had them since birth, and we have been attacked and stripped of those abilities. Obviously, that is my experience. So look, let me get into what you've said further. Sometimes I can, and then sometimes it goes in and out. Is it because I still eat processed foods? Look, I can't say yes to this because one of the most spiritual experience I have ever had, okay, Victoria, was while I was actively participating in processed foods, okay? I was actively participating in, and I will be totally honest with every single personal experience as always, okay? However, what I was doing different during that time, although my diet was somewhat health conscious, I was taking steps down for sure, but there were still things that I would not eat now, such as meats, okay, but I was being more conscious, okay? There were some processed foods, but my biggest belief in what will affect your telepathic ability is when you aren't connected to your breath. That means if you are on autopilot and breathing in through your mouth, okay, which many of us are, including myself. So what happened to me was a revelation with we all know, okay? So look, that only happened after a period of constant meditation while living. So what I mean by that is not missing a single breath in and out my nose as you would in meditation, okay? For 2 weeks straight. And oh my gosh, like, I am not kidding. That was the most powerful spiritual experience slash telepathic slash out of this world experience when you are faced with that kind of creation, okay? And get to realize that you are part of it, but based off the choices you make, okay, it will look, experiencing that kind of power will put you to the test. So again, look, Victoria, I believe that processed food will hinder this ability, yes, okay. However, there are those of us who aren't on this path who do have serious, and thank God that they do, okay, serious spiritual potential to shift in a second. So this lifestyle is for those of us who are severely degraded that ability with our food addiction, which I have, okay. All right, so I am now starting to develop that because I have had a powerful past that has been intentionally obstructed from this ability, okay, as many yours have. Let me look into what I saw further for you, Victoria, and that was very insightful. Okay, Victoria Hinton, when you messaged me and I looked, I saw something, I saw a mirror, a reflection. I'm looking at your numbers now. You have an open mind. There are patterns, okay? There are patterns, but you're working your way out of it. So look, I give you the advice that is in your profile again. I believe I said this last time, and you've said it before. And now, be the change you want to see in the world, and you will prosper in that direction. Honeydew melon, by the way. This is honeydew melon. One of the oldest fruits we have access to, ancient Egypt. Okay, everyone. So, when making choices, let's try to go to what the human body is most, what we remember the most, what resonates with our DNA. So these genetically modified foods that I talk about relentlessly to the TikTok live stream, okay? Look, we need to revert, we need to retreat, as we have now, to the holistic dining table and recover our nutritional well-being. So that being said, it's another day at the holistic dining room table. YouTube, a slower day. We are trolling NPCs strictly through the comments. Okay, so if you need to be entertained with some master level spiritual sniping, I refer you to my page in the comment section for now. However, let's not forget that will return shortly. With more of a skill to where I can continue on freely. Okay, so the trigger word was this time, if anybody's wondering why I am here and not on the TikTok lives interfering with the algorithms. Okay, I have ended up on a TikTok timeout for, even though I was talking about this every single day, every single live. Okay. On day 8 of my fast, I got banned for talking about fasting. So we are dealing with an interesting intelligence level when it comes to, and look, the ones that came from TikTok, okay, again, there are no, I reach out to the NPCs on TikTok because I was one, okay, and we all were or are, and I, in some ways, still am compared to the version of myself who needs me to finish this karmic debt that I owe, okay, to express myself at my highest potential, as I hope many of you are on the way to, or I believe some of you are getting close to, as my senses indicate from the Instagram viewers at this point in time. However, and Victoria, thank you again. If I did not say goodbye, Victoria Henson, you have shifted me in a way that I'm not sure how or why. I believe it was your humanity and reaching out to me directly, which is, it has happened, but in this way is very special, okay? So, look, open your mind a little bit more and be the change you want to see in the world. And you are going to strive and thrive instead of just survive in the food matrix grid, okay? For others to reach further. So I will continue on with, I believe I had a few more comments. Let me just check everything, guys. Let's see. I have a digital assistant today. This is a MacBook Air. Okay, so bear with me, everyone. And Brian, look, Brian0433 has been reaching out to me asking about fasting. Okay, he asked me, how long am I fasting for? And I am on day 8 now. I say I will continue, not sure. Join IG Live. I will stream tonight. So I'm assuming Brian isn't here, which is, it's too early, so that's fine. Look, Brian, this fast was not planned again. When I began the TikTok live streams discussing the food matrix grid and what could be done, okay, the only thing that I knew that I could do was to fast because I have the experience, okay? The only thing that people could do from their perspectives or where they are at is to maybe cut out processed foods or maybe drink more. Yes, Becca Ray. Becca Ray says to you, Brian0433, she wanted to add, let your spirit guide you for length of fast. And both to Brian and to Becca right now and to whoever, Pretty in Pink, if you're still here. Look, guys, I realize now I probably would not have lost access had I not broken the sacred tongue. And look, we're not supposed to mention a fast. If I remember correctly, Abigail and I spoke about this earlier, and I had to sit down by myself along with Blue in the holistic lounge you see behind me, okay? And we discovered that maybe I should not have been discussing that with thousands of people who don't understand the powerful practice of fasting. So I take full responsibility for this restriction at this point in time, although I am not in agreement with the restriction of free speech policy, obviously. So everyone, the OnlyFans 619 page, network / structure that is going on will continue, okay, in the most authentic way possible given these restrictions to express this way, okay? Blessed and prosperous, just like a message. They reminded me to add my YouTube to the TikTok profile, which has been done, so shout out to them. I hope they also subscribe to the OnlyFans 619 YouTube channel as well. And so Brian and Becca, look, so that was my indication to Brian, as Becca has already indicated, and that is what I have done, Becca, minus Becca, given my mistake was expressing to the thousands of viewers my experiences at that point in time. I believe I should have withdrawn that information and protected that energy a little bit better. Don't you agree, Becca? Looking back, yes, Becca, I believe that would have been the best decision for my energy at the time, okay? So with that, to the spirit that was neglected while enduring those events, that was the holistic bell I just rang to myself. Okay, so Brian, and look, you could come back if that resonates with you. My Instagram, Brian0433, since you asked, is the same on every platform. Okay, OnlyFans 619, one word, and the numbers 619. OnlyFans as in V, van. And Brian, as promised, let me see if you had anything. That was all, okay? Brian, I've seen you in and out of the lives, okay? So look, you do, as indicated by your username, which I don't always take into account, but half of the time I do, so I guess I do. You do have an open mind, okay? So look, and you are established in the physical realm greatly, so you have the time to experience the benefits of a holistic lifestyle while being chosen. So you have both the physical, and now you could have access to the spiritual with your open mind. However, maybe you are dealing with some patterns that could keep you But look, I think you're gonna get there. If you're asking me this in my DMs, you are going to get there. Maybe someone you are with is not ready for this. Okay? Look. Okay, welcome everyone. Right as of right now, I am addressing TikTok comments. Only Danny has joined, so welcome Danny. I'm addressing my YouTube audience at this current point in time, but I appreciate your presence here. So feel free to be visually stimulated by this honeydew as I carry on with the questions that my gathering TikTok audience has requested that I answer, which will then be transferred over to the YouTube after this broadcast. So I appreciate you for being here as well. We had a troll soldier. Look, he didn't respond. It was look, for any trolls, look, if you're going to come in the DMs, you are dealing with a spiritual sniper once again. Okay, so look, to soldier, I'm not going to read his comment, but look again. Look, I will just move on. That was all I have for that. And I wasn't unexpecting this one. I don't have her profile pulled up to evaluate, but she did send some positive energy, and Marina Primario, and I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that, is experiencing the benefits of a plant and fruit-based diet. Okay, everyone, so obviously this is a actual thing here, and is experiencing the amazing things it does for people with mental health issues, anxiety, stress, energy issues. She's using complete sentences and grammar, by the way, on TikTok. Okay, so, and I feel like I need to make a change to fix this stuck in place mentality that I had. My great auntie is a very holistic person, so she has an open mind to the lifestyle she's expressing here. Okay, and look, she is appreciating me for putting the message out there regardless of the energy. So she has been in some of the lives and witnessing the opposition, if you will, to the holistic viewpoint of things. So again, Marina, let me pull up your profile, as I will continue to do over this series, these Fruitarian Diaries, I am calling them series, okay? Right now, while I'm on this 8-day fast, by the way, Danny, if you're still in here, okay? If you have fasted before, and it looks like you may have based off of your profile picture, okay? Which would be a perfect place to fast, by the way, it looks like. Alright. I've been experiencing an enhanced sense of telepathy, if you will, Danny Let Go. By the way, Danny Let Go, I'm just going to click and see what I have access to. Okay, I've never used the Instagram live features. However, on TikTok, when I do click on someone's profile, it does give me access to a little bit about them, and then a variation of numbers based off of who they follow, which I will use to spiritually evaluate their situation in what I'm calling the food matrix, okay? Or what has been called the food matrix, their role and how we can escape it or break our addictions to some of these foods that are in it, keeping us stuck in the fear frequency, etc. Danny Let Go. All right, so let me carry on here. He is observing, so we will carry on. Let's see. Mariana is who I'm trying to reach here. Sorry, Marina. So bear with me, everyone. I'm not used to this digital device I'm currently working with, but I'm about to address you spiritually, Marina. And look, I believe I'm maybe saying your name wrong. Maybe not. Okay, it looks like I'm not. So look. I appreciate your kind words. You are highly physically well taken care of, and it seems to be very, very intuitive, okay? Based off of your response, that is very, very true, because it is not often, Marina, that individuals in a message, direct message, will use perfect, absolutely perfect to the T grammar, okay? Number one. And the way it was thought out and laid out onto words was very just sign of your high intelligence levels. Okay, Marina? So I'm trying to evaluate you spiritually here, though. That is evident of you already. Highly evident, by the way. Look, if you open your mind, you are going to be a critical ally here. Okay, Marina? Look. Way more influential than I could ever be based upon what I see in you at this point in time, okay? So, wow, I feel like I have just met a Jedi in this war, and look, I haven't had that feeling before. Look, guys, I will repost this immediately after. Marina, something gives me chills about your role here, okay? I'm excited to share this with you. I will message you after this broadcast is uploaded to YouTube. And for everyone here who has not experienced her energy yet, you guys are in for something amazing from her. Look, guys. Wow, Marina, okay. Please watch all the videos where I'm doing this. I haven't been doing this for very long, but I am genuinely giving my spiritual expression here to the T. So, wow, okay. Thank you so much for your support. Coming from someone like you with that energy level means we are on the right track here, okay? Wow, this is how I know that we will be successful here, okay? So I will carry on, and I believe I addressed Nada. There is someone I was looking for, however, look, and Charlene, Charlene, I did address you. I thought you might have asked me another question. And look, I have a couple more. Let's see. So 2 more here. Baby doll 1599. Jade, look. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. And you said you have a dumb question. There are no dumb questions, as I say. When entering detox, okay. So there are certain things I can't say about the substance. Obviously, I have lost live access to that too. But between me and you, look, we are both trying to break away from this substance, and many of us are. So many of us in the holistic field struggle with this daily. So look, part of striving for a healthy lifestyle, okay, is not trying to get from the ultimate state of health from where you are, okay, baby doll 1599. Excuse me, everyone. That is not the ultimate goal of a healthy lifestyle, okay? In fact, at most times that will do the opposite. So what you need to do if you're still using that substance, baby doll 1599, listen to me about the substance, all right? I have experience, as you can see, with the substance you have referred to. So that being said, use it as it is intended, okay, as a medicine while you're still dealing with it, and not as a crutch, if you will. Okay, baby doll 1599, which we are very much aligned, okay? You're a chosen one, okay? So look, as the chosen ones, we will use these to cope with the obvious fatal realities of the Smart Grid City Food Matrix Grid. We all operate under. So baby doll. Yes, Becca. Becca gives us some falling leaves emojis to indicate her awareness as to the substance we are referring to, Jade. So look, Jade, I will spiritually address what I see here, okay? And again, this is not accurate, and but has proven to be very many times. It is not always like very accurate. Look, it's just a vague spiritual expression of me reaching out and looking at them from what I have available to me. That is all, okay? And I have received many comments of verifying most, and at very critical times, the opposite of what I have just said, and they are all going to be reposted for the next 3 years, as you know, to the YouTube channel after the broadcast, etc. Okay. I believe Becca approves in some of my spiritual assessments. So thank you, Becca Ray, again. Okay, Jade, let me see here. Look, you're on the beginning, okay? There's a pattern that's going to hold something back, but you do have an open mind, so I invite you to open it a little further to and you're still looking, but look, you will be stuck in the beginning, essentially, Jade, okay? That will keep you stuck, okay? And we both know this. It will keep you stuck, and that's what I see from you. So if you're not ready, okay, and your question indicates that you're not, right, everyone? Doesn't her question, let me remind everybody of Jade's question, guys, because that was important. Look, she said, when entering the detoxification lifestyle, is it imperative to stop? I know it's toxic, okay? Look, so she knows this, okay? See, Becca gives laughing emojis. Look, it will keep you stuck, Jade, all right? Welcome, BBW love, okay? Okay, Jade, and you are a chosen one, so to tap into that, Jade, you must break through this. If I would just cut it out completely. Look, wean off though, because we know that's not always going to be the right choice sometimes. So look, there are ways to wean off. You can do it. It's not the hardest thing to get off of. Look, if you need to reach out to me, please do, Jade. Or not, but however, look, we both know that you are in an infinite karmic loop until that is addressed, okay? Very, very, very insightful question to how you can free yourself. Look, some people's role in the food matrix is it's equal to their substance abuse too. So Jade, let's work on both. Processed and smoking foods will decrease your lifespan equally. Let's please be honest here, okay, Jade? So that is your role. It is the same in the food matrix grid. It is the same role you're playing here. The infinite loop, okay? Snake eating its own tail, if you will, okay? Thank you so much, Jade. I will message you guys when I upload this right after, okay? So I have, let's see, I do have one more message from Redding, SD, okay, Redding. And it's another similar question that I receive from time to time, which is, how can I learn this, what I'm doing right now? Look, guys, all I have done is remember, essentially, and I could only have done that by, first and foremost, Redding, okay? Being really, really sensitive to my energy levels, okay? That was the only way I could get here. To elaborate further, I realized they were being, my energy levels were being greatly, or negatively, however, times 5, negatively, let's be clear, affected by these processed foods, okay? These genetically modified foods, everyone. Greatly diminished my energy. So I wanted to improve my skills in skateboarding. She asked, how can I learn these skills? So in order for me to further develop those skills I was trying to develop for skateboarding, I had to give those foods up so I could continue that mission, and I could maintain and increase my energy levels when I started to reintroduce sodas, okay, which I didn't, I cut out sodas a long time ago. The worst for me, guys, was like fried foods. I'm from the South. Has anybody been to the South before? Okay, anything fried, I will eat it. Okay, so look, you have to ask yourself this, Redding, okay? What is more important to you? Becca wants to add that soda is disgusting, and I really like Dr. Pepper. Like, the taste is good to me. So every now and then, like once a year, I will have a Dr. Pepper, okay, Becca, at the movie theater. So I'm not totally denying myself of like any substance if I feel like I want it. And sometimes, like once a year, I will have a soda because I'm still playing around in this food matrix grid while I'm here, okay? And again, I'm not perfect, okay? It's not about being perfect at all. It's about freeing yourself from having a soda once a year, or once an hour, or once every, half of a day, etc. Look, some people have serious addictions, as we know, to soda and to other substances, okay? So look, Redding, first let me answer. You said, hi, how can I learn these skills? And look, Redding, you already have them within. All you need to do is begin to tap into them once again. You must start the detoxification process, okay? So if you want to hit it hard, you can follow me on this page, okay, which it appears you have. However, directly to start a detoxification over time, just introduced hot water in the mornings that is in the form of hot distilled water, tea, okay? Start to introduce these fluids to move your blood. Cayenne pepper being the number one herb on this planet Earth. For the three of you in here, cayenne pepper will reverse a heart attack, okay? So herbs like these into the water, okay? Tulsi teas, replacing stimulants that stimulate the nervous system, such as coffee, okay, with hydrating substances like fresh squeezed juice, okay, slowly eliminating those foods, okay, gosh, I hate to call them that. Okay, they will in fact block those abilities, and that is what they are meant to do, okay? It's a Trojan horse system we are dealing with here, everyone, okay? Reading. So, and that is what it's going to take, Reading, okay? That is what it's going to take to gain access to those skills once again, which has been stripped away over time by this lifestyle they call the standard American diet, all right? So with that, Reading, I will evaluate how you can do that further based off of what I see for you. So let me see what further insight I could offer, and I don't have your profile pulled up, so let me check. Ruby, I will show you in just a moment. And hold on, Reading, let's see. I followed you back. Thank you so much. You do have an open mind. You are very... Look, it looks like you do have access to those telepathic abilities. You have the open mind, but there are a couple of maybe people or / blocks of your own that you need to begin to address with your open mind once again, okay? So to develop them further, if that is your wish. So I don't know if that resonated. So get back to me if I'm not being very clear on that, okay? However, I hope the previous information was enough to put those two together. Thank you, Becca. Look, so Ruby, I have a cutting board, okay? First and foremost, get a cutting board and a knife. I assume you have those two. That is the most important part. Okay. The juicer you want to have depends on you. So let me show you the one I have right now, okay? I'll go grab it since you asked. So for example, this is a honeydew juice right here. I wanted something fast because, as you know, I'm on day 8 of a fast, okay? So I may or may not break it tonight. So however, look, obviously cut this up into, I think you know where I'm going with that. Let me just grab the juicer for you. Okay, so this device right here was $30, okay, on OfferUp, 3 years ago. It's an omega-3 juicer. Omega-3, okay? So most of the videos that you see with me in a juice are actually 99% of them are from that machine I just placed on the table behind you, the holistic dining room table. Ruby, thank you for being a part of, by the way. So Ruby, look, most of all, you're going to need to exercise your will here, Ruby, okay? Because it does take dedication. However, Ruby, there will come a point in time, Ruby, okay? When you put in the amount of effort, your body will be wondering where its juice is after 2 weeks. If you do it, in other words, Ruby, okay? If you drink a juice, you make it yourself, you prepare it yourself every day for 2 weeks straight, and then you miss on the 2-week mark the very next day, okay? Your body will be requesting that you spend the time to give it this, because this is what it requires, okay? To deal with what is happening inside of us, all right? Substances like this, herbs and teas, it's going to take more than just what's behind you there, Ruby, all right? Please understand me here, okay? And I think you know what I mean here, because this is a very, 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 very challenging lifestyle, okay? That is why I created this holistic dining room table. However, I do offer you this gem of advice. Offer up. You don't need to pay $500 for a juicer, okay? Look, although I am going to, because that is how powerful they are, and I cannot wait to get one. But I have been using this $30 juicer for the past 3 years. But again, it was $300 originally. Do you understand? So Ruby, look, do not throw $500 at a Nama right now when there are plenty of ones that are a fraction of the cost. It is your will, Ruby, okay? It is my will that I use to make this juice, okay, Ruby? Most of all, my will to heal. My will to heal and thrive in this food matrix. As a food matrix Jedi, this is what I require to carry on the message to you. Okay, this is what my body requires to be doing this right now, okay? I can't be eating it, like, look, this is my purpose, okay? I'm not gonna, like, go off and off on you. I'm just very, very passionate about what it has done to change my life, and I'm so glad that you're interested, but I believe that is a very, very, very powerful question that you asked, Ruby. So, yeah, that was a great contribution. So look, I'm gonna strike the holistic bell, Ruby. So if that does resonate with you, okay, when you're struggling with the will it's going to take, because that, I believe, is the hardest part. The time, you can do other things while you're juicing, okay? You can watch something, you can have a conversation, but the will is going to be your expression to do it. You must want to heal. You must want to experience the benefits, Ruby. And you do, I believe, okay? So thank you for answering that for everybody on the YouTube channel. It is slowly growing. I invite the two of you left, okay, to join me tonight. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. Does anyone know while we're here, Becca or Ruby or other? Do either or any of you know if the YouTube lives are similar to the TikTok lives? Does it give you random people or just subscribers? Either. No one's sure. Yeah, so we will find out tonight. If you would wish to join me, please do, guys. I will still be here regardless of the TikTok trolls. So, as I said, it was probably best that I've taken a mental break because it did exert a lot of energy to deal with what I was not prepared to encounter there. So, thank you, Becca, for sharing my my feed. And if I may ask if you share one of my posts every day, because it just takes 2 seconds. So that is how it's just going to look, Becca. I'll ring the bell for you once a day. Just share one of my posts. I do multiple a day. Again, if not, that's totally fine. I don't think she's in here. Okay, everyone, thank you guys for joining me. If you want to share my post too, I would appreciate it. I am going to be building this Instagram platform. This is the sleepiest one right now, so for the two who have joined me thus far, and Ruby, hopefully I'll see you tonight, guys, okay?